Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. This is Kathy speaking. Okay, this is your twin flame and soulmate connection, a divine union, and of course, it's going to be a journey. It has been a journey for some of you. You're beginning that journey now. For others of you, you've been on this journey, on this path for quite some time. So that's what we're looking at. Thank you for being here, and remember that this is a general reading, everyone. So today is the 24th of March of 2021, and it is Wednesday. So Wednesdays, I usually upload this video. This reading is done now on Wednesdays. A lot of you are familiar with it. Now, I've promised that today we will be taking personal questions. So those of you that answer, that comment, yes please, that means that you want a personalized handwritten message from me. So I will be on as this reading will be premiering, so you're watching it now. I will be on, and as soon as this video ends, by then you will have sent your messages. I will already, probably even before it finishes, start to send your questions out, your answers to you. That will go on for the first 2 hours as soon as the video is finished. So after that, that will be it. So you got to get in quick if that is what you want. Thank you so much. Again, I'm going to say thank you for being here. Thank you for your trust in my readings. We've got a few cards to take. It's going to be quite a reading, so enjoy yourself, relax, get a cup of coffee, and let's see what's going on with this divine journey, this divine union, and its path, its journey, its outcome. So first of all, I would like to take my Moonology oracle, because as we know, the moon does play a big part where our emotions are concerned. So let's take this first card, calling on Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. I will be taking Mira's Love Oracle, as well as the Mystic Moon Oracles by Mystic Moon, the Wisdom of the Oracle, and the Lenormand, the Amethyst Lenormand, by Veronica Tribini. Those of you that are interested in this oracle, the Lenormand, I will have Veronica's link in the description box below. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangels, for joining and guiding us today. What's going on in this love story? What is happening? Thank you. We've got two cards. We have Hold Your Vision and Fixed Moon. So someone here is quite stubborn, I would say. It's a fixed sign: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Maybe that is in your chart, in your natal chart. Maybe you're a fixed sign, or you're dealing with someone that's very stubborn. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Now we know that that is in June sometime. Okay, June, maybe even July. July, I would say, more than likely. But a new moon is a new beginning. Remember that Cancer also rules the home and the family. Cancer is very sensitive. They do like to be safe and secure within their home. So for those of you that have been on a journey where you've been in another connection and you've been trying to make it work, or it's been hard for you to get out of that, we do have a new moon in Cancer, and some of you may have felt as though you've been you've been sticking your neck out in a certain situation. So you were at risk. So your safety, your emotional safety, your physical safety may have been challenged, but it says that you're all safe. So let's take the tarot and see what's going on with the love spread. So you and the other person, as I usually do with this. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. What's going on in the now? Now, as I said, it's the 24th of March. Those of you that will view this on another date, the message will be important for you then. Remember that we're reading for a lot of people. So what's going on in the now? There's the Emperor, always in my readings. The Emperor is difficult, but the hard work that comes from doing the work. Remember that the Emperor for me is someone who's already been through a lot. It's also someone that's got a lot that they're handling at this time. Generally speaking, the Emperor does bring stability. Remember that the Emperor, he's a number 4, and we usually would feel safe and secure with an Emperor by our side. So I'm reading it as an energy. It could be a person as well. Aries, Taurus, could be any sign. Someone that could be a boss. Some of you could be relating to your boss, or someone who's got their own business. This person is already a father, and this person has gone through their own growth spurt. They've gone through their own karma. They've learnt the hard way. What about the distant past in this connection? 7 of Cups, so a lot of maybe misunderstandings, maybe even illusion. Maybe you felt as though there were many, many choices. This is the Pisces card, which says to me that obviously this is a spiritual connection, but there's been a lot of misunderstandings, maybe even deception concerning this connection. Remember, Pisces also speaks and can speak of a hidden connection. Pisces is spiritual, but it's also the house of imprisonment or unconditional love. One person may have been giving unconditionally, the other person may have been taking advantage, the Pisces energy. So any sort of imprisonment would speak of obligations on your side or the other side. Let's look at you. We have the Ace of Swords. You want clarity. Maybe you've used a sword, and the sword can be a double-edged sword, remember. It is a card of victory many times, I'm going to say, and maybe even, the Emperor, because he's very much the leader, he's already gone through his own lessons. Maybe your words have brought on limitations, or someone's had to grow, okay, because usually the swords, it's your perception, it's the way you think, the way you speak. Maybe you've been truthful. Let's look at the other person. Wow. Wow. So the Devil, very similar energies. Capricorn. Here we've got air, of course, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Now, of course, the Devil is Capricorn, and we've got Cancer here. So remember that the North and South nodes were in Cancer, Capricorn on that axis from 2018, end of 2018, up until even the beginning of 2020. So I feel that because with the Emperor we know he's got a lot on his plate, and because it's in the now position, that could be on both your sides, right? The Emperor is limiting, but he's trying to take charge of his life. He's got a lot that he needs to fix. Now the Devil on the other side, on the other person, again, a very limiting energy, very sexual though, but also a sense of being bound and limited, maybe even fear on the other person's side. The Devil also speaks of a very sexual connection. So the other person is showing up as more sexual in this connection. Now we're going to take more cards. As we take cards, of course, we will see many more things. But as I said, the Devil, again, karma, It's all about timing. Remember, the Lord of Karma, Saturn, says that the work is being done or needs to be done, and we need to shed any karma, or they need to leave some form of a restriction, maybe even fears. Okay, let's take the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. And we've got the Queen of Cups, which is beautiful. The Queen of Cups as an energy says that love is here. Okay, the divine feminine energy, whoever takes on that, is ready to offer. Now, we've all got the divine feminine within us and the divine masculine. So as an energy, this is recessive, but it's open. Recessive says I'm not taking action, even though, and happy birthday if it is your birthday today, that means you're an Aries, because we're in the time of Aries now. So we've come out of the recessive Pisces, mutable energy. Now we've moved into Aries season. And therefore it's more about we're ready to take action, but we've still got a few, like we've got Mercury in Pisces, we've got Neptune there, and we're dealing with wounds, right? We're dealing with wounds. There are still misunderstandings, things, pieces of the puzzle. I said puddle, that's funny, that we're missing, okay? But the Queen of Cups trusts her intuition, even though there's a sense of illusion, okay, and fear. We've got the sword here, the Ace of Swords. Let's take more cards. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, and that is a Virgo card. Here we've got Pisces, Cancer have shown up more so. And we've got Virgo here. Let's see just what's beneath that. Nine of Pentacles, as a general energy, says that someone needs to be single, or they know their worth and they're standing strong in that. But they're on their own. They're in the Garden of Eden. Financially, they're pretty good. But again, it speaks as being single. We've got the Chariot. There we go. Cancer again. So the Chariot we know is another form of overcoming, moving towards your victory. It can mean a literal movement as well, moving house. And we've got the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is my Taurus card. It's the Miser card. Someone's been saving to move. Someone's been holding back on their emotions. There she is, the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, can be Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, she knows her worth, right? So I do feel that this is more so the divine feminine energy, a very good mother, or potential mother, we can say. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles holds the ace in her hands. So she wants something that's long-term, something that is of value. She knows her worth and she stands strong in it. Now, as I said, she could already be a mother. Now, could be the same person, but as an energy, Queen of Cups, someone that's ready to give. Again, I'm going to say, well, we've got the Pisces energy here, so I'm going to say Virgo, Pisces could be playing out again, that axis. And what is Virgo, Pisces? Virgo is my daily routine. It's doing the work. It's being of service, looking at my health, my physical health. Pisces is my mental health. Have I given too much? Have I given too much? Have I sacrificed too much? Says the divine feminine here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Very slow and strategic, moving forward. Again, the Virgo card is the Knight of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. Again, it could be the divine masculine coming in very, very slowly. Let's take some different cards. Let's take the Mystic Moon Oracle for a moment. So, please, Spirit, what's going on here with this connection? What I see here is if you're in a union where the divine masculine, or the other person, we can say as well, because you can flip the story depending on if this is your story or not. Maybe it's not your story this week. Next week it may be. So it could be that the other person is showing up as more sexual, Remember that the Emperor is more about I'm going about my business. And the Ace of Swords being on the Divine Feminine, she's like saying, I don't want only a sexual connection. I want something long term. I want you to be my Emperor, for instance. I want something long term. Remember, he's a 4. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. We've got understanding. We've got victim. These are celestial messages, signs and synchronicities. Remember, Pisces again. And what I get from this is that one person is open to the energies, open to the messages, but not able to move. Now, because we've got the victim here, this person is not probably open yet, because the victim does remind me of the Pisces card, the Hanging Man, where someone needs to change the way they're looking at a situation, right? So now someone could be a victim of a situation where they're not able to move. We have the Family card. So a victim within a family, within a marriage. And also here with a yes, the answer is yes. So there is how I see that. Look at all the fire here. That could be a timing card as well, which is saying that someone has got the ability now to escape from this victim mentality. Could also be the devil. And what I mean by that is the other person could be that they've got the door open to get out of this victim mentality. We'll see. Let's take more cards. We've got balancing the scales. There is the Libra card. And we're going to have a full moon. We're having a full moon in the sign of Libra on the 28th or the 29th of March, depending on where you are in the world. So we're coming up to that in the next few days. And just wanted to mention that I have gone into details of, I've done a reading on that full moon for my Patreon people that are that have joined Patreon and Divine Debut. So it's in tier 2. Those of you that are on tier 2, and thank you for your support, obviously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And those in tier 3, they get to see it as I go into each individual sign. So, yeah, that full moon in Libra, we know full moons are culminations, so something is coming to an end. Libra can also speak of justice. It could speak of relationships with others, but also fairness. Balancing the scales. This could also be a need to divorce, to separate. New direction. So on point. Release. Yep. The Scorpio card, Pluto. And remember that Scorpio and Pluto, they're very much about a sexual desire connection as well. I do see a lot of desire and a lot of depth here with all that fire. Scorpio can also be a hidden connection. There's the twin flame card, everyone. I'm going to say that for those of you that have been a victim and your divine union has not come through, you feel as though you've been waiting and just, you know, you're not getting anywhere. Obviously, you need to take a new direction, but to do that, you need to clean the slate. You've been seeing the synchronicities, the messages, but for whatever reason, we've got the victim card here. So someone is trapped. They are trapped, or that is their perception, that they are trapped. We've got the new direction here, which I love to see. So there could be a release. Remember, death and transformation, change, for the twin flame to be able to come through. If you are not in a balanced state of mind, there is no way that you can bring balance and harmony into your life and bring that twin flame connection. Now, for those of you that you are not in a marriage and you're just in a twin flame connection, yes, it can be very hard. Yes, there are a lot of lessons. Let's see what else we have. We have the divine masculine. So it looks like the divine masculine here is starting to understand that, and the divine masculine can be a form of the divine masculine now ready to take the action, because the masculine energy is Aries and Mars it's the season we're in. Okay, so, and we've got a pause. So again, another pause, probably I feel that this is a pause, a last minute pause before the action is taken. And I do feel more than likely that this full moon needs to happen. And maybe from the full moon for some of you until the next new moon, which will be on the 11th or 12th of April, that will be the first new moon, of course. The first new moon, and in Aries. I'm just looking at my calendar. That's the new moon in Aries, and again, I've done videos on that on Patreon, so those of you will know for your own sign in which area of life that new moon is happening. It's the first new moon of the year, of the new astrological year, as we've passed the equinox now. All right, so there's a small pause, and I feel it's got to do with that full moon in Libra and the new moon in Aries. So it's a very powerful new moon, and expect the unexpected. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. And we've got free will. That says a lot. That does speak a lot. Free will means I'm free. I'm able to get out of whatever, has been imprisoning for me. And I'm free to speak my truth, and I'm free now to act. All right, so let's take the Lenormand, the amethyst Lenormand. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on here? Looks like the divine masculine is having, or the other person, we could say here as well, is having difficulty in getting out of a rut. Let's see. Looks like, and I'm going to say, it could be that you, on the other hand, with the Ace of Swords, you may have already used your sword if it's you that's trapped in another connection, right? We have the Stork. This is the Queen of Cups, right on point. Thank you, Spirit. So this speaks of a transition, movement. The stork brings the child. It brings something new. And number 17, which is Aquarius, which can mean futuristic. So again, we've got the owls here, and it's a number 12. It's the Hanging Man. The owls do speak of wisdom, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. Someone's trying to become wise. They're looking for information. They're trying to see things that are dark. Seven of Pentacles is the Capricorn card. So it's a bit of a pause, and I do feel it's the other person, not you. And we've got the tree here, Seven of Cups, which is here already. Now, it's a number 5. 5 means changes, but this is the tree. It's grown those roots. They go deep. It's also a very spiritual connection. Remember that the tree can also speak of family, but also health, okay? 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, a spiritual connection. This could be saying that once the other person is enlightened, because those roots go very deep to even a past lifetime, they will be able to see, and the changes will come about, I feel. And remember that 5 is also the Hierophant, which can speak of marriage. Some of you may have been married in a past incarnation. Now we've got the Seven of Swords here, and we've got the contracts, the letter, the mail. So someone's thinking very carefully about any contracts, or there can be communication where you're finding information out in relation to that, to any contracts, any marriages, or just news. Let's see, because this is a 27, and 27 does equal a 9. It's the Hermit. We've got the Divine Feminine here. Well, Divine Feminine, it's the snake, really. Is the snake, which we know, they do say that Eve, well, we've got a saying in Greek which says all, this is very, very biased, but they say that all women are snakes. We just hope that you don't get a poisonous one, a certain snake which is, it's very venomous, very toxic. So we do have a very toxic energy here. We know the snake is venom. It's also healing. It's what we speak. It's also very transformational because the snake does kill, okay? Queen of Wands. Now, the snake can also mean Scorpio, right? The venom, the poison. This is also the forbidden fruit. Queen of Wands, her desires, her passion. But it does also speak of transformation. And let's say Queen of Wands would be someone who takes action. They move towards their desire. This can also be a third person, remember. Let's take one more. And we've got the Mountain again. Always shows up. The Mountain to me means Capricorn. It's those restrictions. It's those limitations, that timing. It's a 21. It's the World card, which I always see the World card as a very successful card because you get to complete a major cycle. Now, it can speak of physical distance as well. Remember, it shows the 4 fixed energies, which I mentioned with the Hold Your Vision Moonology Oracle. Remember that. But it's the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands means that there will be travel, there will be movement, there will be love messages, there will be action, the desire to take action. Those are Cupid's arrows, the 8 of Wands that go through, fly through the air. But this card to me in the Lenormand says that there is a pause, there is a blockage, but there needs to be intelligence and wisdom, and it's like playing chess and playing your cards right, if we can say it that way. What's at the bottom here? And we've got the 10 of Swords, which means a door needs to close. It's as bad as it will get. We've got the Ship, which is usually the Ship is a very positive card where it says you're transitioning, you're moving, you need to leave behind what you don't need. It's a 3, and 3s are always a crowd. They're always a crowd, remember. So very, very interesting. 3 also speaks of expansion and growth, and 3 is also the Empress. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle. Okay, just had to restart my camera. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in this love connection? What is happening here? Before I take tarot, and I think I will take the Wisdom of the Oracle at last, and I'm taking those cards reversed, as well as the handwritten love messages. And I just wanted to say that for those of you that will get your own personalized message answered today when you comment, and I send you your message, if you receive today's general handwritten love messages, then know that this is important for you, this reading. There are important details here for you. So please, Spirit, let's see. We've got friendship that fell through. We've got the courting man. So I'm going to say in this connection, some of you may have met through friends, or you started off as seeing each other as friends, but we've got the courting man here. He does remind me of an air sign. Why? Because he wears a suit. He's very intelligent, very much about business, very similar to the emperor. Courting man says that he's ready, or he wants to court you. Let's see what comes after. We've got destiny. Destiny speaks of, obviously, fate. It's interesting that Mars, we're in the Aries season, and Mars, which rules Aries, is on the North Node in Gemini. And that's not going to be easy, but destined situations will be playing out. Long distance, there we go. So this is a long distance connection. Now, for some of you, this could just be emotional distance. Thank you, Spirit. We've got union. Someone must be in union, or long distance. Long distance can speak of physical, but also timely, I feel, because this is a very important union. Let's take one last card, and we've got past love. What's at the bottom? Thank you, Spirit. Gossip. And the gossip card does remind me of, first of all, yes, it can speak of gossip, but where people are talking about you, but it can also speak of too many people here, because we've got two females here, and we've got children here. So the gossip card can also say that this courting man could be someone that's very well known, very someone who could be successful in what they do, and therefore they're very well known. So there's gossip around this. Now, with a past love, maybe this says that this is a union, maybe even from a past lifetime, and obviously they are a past love of yours, maybe even years ago. If this is a long connection in this incarnation, it is saying that there has been heartbreak, and the heart is healing, as I could see here, or that there has been another person in this connection, obviously, and or even a union, a marriage, and that needs to be healed. Let's take more cards. We've got the twin flame connection here, which, as I said, is filled with lessons. Let's look at why we've got the Emperor here, please, Spirit. Why is the Emperor here? We've got the Death card, Scorpio, and we've got the Empress. Wow. The Emperor and the Empress with the Death card and Scorpio. So Scorpio is very strong here. We've got Libra and Taurus and Scorpio. Now we know that opposite Scorpio is Taurus. Opposite Libra is Aries. That's interesting. The Empress, beautiful. Loving energy, ready to move towards love. There are very good aspects in April, everyone, happening. So it's a beautiful time. All the planets are direct. So the Empress is very positive for me. Let's look at you and let's look at them. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, again, the Virgo cards. You're ready to do the work, or if you have cut connection with this person, then maybe you're looking at work more. You're trying to sort of, be reproductive while you're waiting for communication. That could be the case. Or you're working with this person. We've got the Five of Wands, so there's conflict on the other side. Why do we have the Seven of Cups here in the foundation and the distant past? Why is the Seven of Cups here? We've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Libra. Queen of Swords is, we know she wants justice, she wants balance, she wants fairness. So there has been Someone was speaking their truth, and I would say it was yours on your side. The other person couldn't tell you the truth. They were conflicted about telling you the truth. That maybe they were in another connection where there was conflict. Let's take one more on the Queen of Swords. Two of Wands. Yeah, someone had a choice. Someone had a choice. Let's look at you. But before we do that, sorry, I want to take the Nine of Pentacles, which is the general energy. We've got the Knight of Swords, and I see it as legalities, or that obviously someone was using very harsh words. But as I see here, and I did say someone was ready to come to the edge with the last reading, this Knight of Swords is on the edge. So that's either you're on the edge, and I do see, be careful. I want to say just take it easy, because I see that both of you, as I see the Knight of Swords as the other person, I do see the Nine of Pentacles as you. I see the Knight of Swords as the other person. They're ready to come to the edge. But of course, you know, the energies can play out on both people. Be careful, because the conversation can be very cutting. Both people know their worth. There is strong intelligence, and I do feel a sense of ego here. Let's take one more card. This could also say that someone is ready to take the action, move into legalities, whoever that is here. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which brings the Ten of Pentacles in, 9 and the Ace. That will bring a stable, long-term beginning. Okay, as we know, the Ace of Pentacles is, it could be marriage, it could be a commitment. Ace of Pentacles, remember we had the Queen of Pentacles before holding that Ace. Ten of Pentacles, again with the Ace, that could mean that yes, there will be a separation before there could be a new beginning. Let's look at this Queen of Cups. I know you're all dying to see what's the outcome. We've got the Six of Wands. I did just speak of ego, and the Six of Wands is my ego card. Now that is the Leo energy, which Leo, obviously Leo is very generous. I did speak of someone being very popular, well-known. So the other person could have a very big, a little bit, I should say, inflated ego, because they've been very successful. But where love is concerned, and whatever you're hoping to create, there is a chance that you can succeed. And we've got the Moon card here, which Moon card is Pisces and Cancer. Now the Moon card speaks of home, family, deception, perception. Well, when I say perception, I mean intuition. Again, there is a sense of fear here, a little bit. The Moon can speak of the mother as well. I'm just wondering if, for some of you, if your parents are against this connection. Let's have a look at both your sides, a couple more cards. And the Moon, again, Cancer, Pisces. We did have the new moon in Cancer, which could be talking about the timing. We've got Leo, Cancer here. Interesting, right? Leo, Cancer, very, could be that timing. So let's look at the Eight of Pentacles here on your side. And Two of Pentacles. 10 Pentacles. 8 and 2 is 10. Things are up in the air for you. Let's take one more. And you're showing up as the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Someone who's ready and open to give their heart, to offer their cup. Again, it comes along with a little bit of fear, but you're probably very emotional at this time. You can't even think. It's as though things are up in the air and you're waiting for your knight in shining armor to come through. Let's look at the other person. We've got the Two of Cups. The soulmate, the union. So let's take one more. I'm just wondering if Sorry, I just opened a big pile of cards. I didn't even see which card that was on top. So let's see. Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. I was just thinking about the Wands here. Just wondering if the other person is not connected to a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups. That's the card that I always say they were not able to accept your cup here. This is the card of boredom. Someone's not happy. And they're actually looking at the Ace of Cups, which is offered from Spirit. Remember, it's a 4, so this person has come from a marriage. They're needing to sever ties. Their heart is not where their body is. But they're very conflicted. Let's take one more. Remember, we had the Emperor, which is a number 4. And we've got, I just spoke of the Queen of Wands. I just spoke about that. And could be Leo, could be Sagittarius, could be Aries. Could this also be the time of Aries? It could be. But I feel that obviously with the Queen of Wands here, I do feel that they are connected to another, more than likely, fire sign, which could have strong air as well. In the now, we've got the Empress. I'm not going to take any more cards on that. The Emperor and the Empress. I'd like to take one more card on the Moon. What's at the bottom? We've got the Chariot again. So it does speak of changing homes, moving away from an unhappy connection, whether it's you or whether it's the other person or both. This is a twin flame connection and it's on pause until there is a sense of freedom. Why do we have the Moon, please, Spirit? And we've got the Six of Cups. Obviously, there is obligations here. Motherly, we've got the mother, we've got the children. Okay, but the Six of Cups is the soulmate connection. And the butterflies say that there is a transformation going on here. We know that transformations take a while. We've got the Eight of Wands, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for your loving and very helpful messages. Let's take a wisdom of the oracle, shall we? So I do take reversals. I want a more specific message here. Now, let's see how the card comes through. Thank you, Spirit. And for those of you that feel that the card is not your message, if it comes out in the reverse, I'm going to read the reversed message. Then just take this reading with a grain of salt, please. So please, Spirit, Archangels, what is the advice here? What is the advice with this twin flame connection? Please guide. Thank you. Archangel Lophil, with your golden aura. We had a few cards that jumped, but there are a few cards. Archangel Lophil, please, with your golden aura and your blonde hair, your beautifully tanned skin, gold, and those sharp blue-green eyes. Can you please advise? Thank you. I think this is it. Thank you. Thank you, Archangels. And we have by the book, and it's in the reverse, everyone. And by the book is usually doing things by the book. Someone is not doing things by the book. They're going to break away from any karma. This is an 11 and it's in the reverse. So someone's changing things up. 11 is also justice. Interesting. I just got the goosebumps. 11. There's that portal. It's opening. So let's read the reversed message. Now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group take a stand and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. So expect a miracle. Someone's going to do things totally different to what they're used to. Now, it could be you, could be the other person. So let's take a few love messages. Thank you, Spirit. Again, I'm going to say for your guidance. Let's see what's beneath the free will. We've got refocus. So obviously, a refocus says to me that you've had chances before. The does remind me of retrogrades. So could be the now. I'm going to say now all the planets are direct. So for those of you that have tried to reconnect, redo, obviously this is another chance that is being given to you. For some of you, it could be happening in the next Mercury retrograde, which is not far away. It's, a couple of months ahead. I think it's in May, actually, not even 2 months. Okay, so let's see what's beneath that. Unawakened. Yeah, unawakened. The divine masculine has been unawakened. Fifth dimension, again, that's another message which says to me that you do connect when you sleep. You astrally travel. You meet on other dimensions with your twin flame. So, very important connection indeed. I love to see that we've got the Ace of Pentacles on that Nine of Pentacles, which is the general energy. And where there's been no justice, justice will come through. And we've got the Emperor and the Empress, which have had to go through a major transformation. They've had to become maybe even parents. Maybe they were together in childhood. Maybe you were together. You've known this person since childhood. Let's take the handwritten love messages for today. Thank you, Spirit. I do apologize, but I am married. I know I lied, but now you know. And now you all know. That's the Five of Swords. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. Eight of Wands. The Devil energy. On the other person's side. Are you the one? Three of Cups. So someone's been in a connection and they've started to awaken and say, are you the one? They're actually asking. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to see what's at the bottom of the deck, because this is a number 16, which 16, yes, is the Tower. And Three of Cups always speaks of a third person, remember. But it can also speak of reconciliation. 16 is the Tower. It's an awakening. There could be a shocking revelation. Someone is taking a left-hand turn and making changes. Remember the free will. It does ring Aquarius. For me, the Tower is Aquarius. The Tower now is Uranus in Taurus. And yes, someone is changing up. Taurus is fixed earth. And we have wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. So now we've got a 21, which is also the mountain, everyone. So I think that says it all. I want to thank you all. I will leave you with that. Thank you all so much for connecting with me. As I said, I'm waiting on your questions. If you are interested and you want to get a personalized message, thank you for that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I did say 2 hours on the clock. As you're listening to me now, count 2 hours after that. That's it, because it's a lot of work, and I do hope you appreciate it. If you could share this video, it would be greatly appreciated. And again, I'm going to say thank you to all for being on Patreon. Remember, it's for free up until the 31st of March. So if those of you that are interested, do take advantage. Go in and have a peek. I've got some extra things, goodies there for you. You can see the extended videos that are usually charged through my website individually, so it's worth your while. That's on tier 1. Tier 2, we've got the full moon, new moon videos where I go into each sign, okay, individually. And of course, tier 2 gets the extended as well. Tier 3 gets so much more. If you're interested, go in and have a look. Thank you so much again for even thinking of supporting Divine Debut 11. Much love to all of you. And I will be back. Thank you. Love and light. Ta-da.